heading back to Vegas right now. And something told me to stop at Zizix Road and do my grounding. Yeah, like I don't know what, I'm on a spiritual path right now. Like something's just taking over, right? Like I feel like right now, if I don't listen, then it ain't coming back this time, right? There have been plenty of times in my past where you feel like you get told to do something and you don't do it. It comes back and you know it, that you're definitely like something's going on. You don't do it again. Like right now, this is going on right now, so I'm just following it. Like even with everything, like I'm at a point where I'm being kind of forced. And you're never forced to do anything, you could just disregard it. But I feel like there's something strongly urging me to like, all right, man, you gotta clear this energy out of you, bro. There's something in you building up that ain't good. It's not good. Like money affected, home life affected, like everything, man. Like my whole life has changed in a matter of less than a year, man. I can get deep, but I'm not. It's not worth it. But I'm doing all right. But you know, I'm out in Cali working. You know, I wish I was just in Vegas. Like the Vegas trip changed up. It's kind of weird. But Vegas is home though. Vegas, you know, makes me feel good. And that feeling is worth me busting my butt somewhere else, you know what I mean? Traveling, like it sucks, but hey, what can you do? There's some people that ain't got nothing, so like, who am I to complain about some material means or some monetary things, right? But my whole thing, my issue is the grounding thing, right? I gotta take a picture so it stays on. Alright, I've been grounding I started grounding at like the baseball field because that's like my favorite place. I love baseball, right? And when I started doing it, I didn't really notice what to look for. Like, I know that it helped with like inflammation, and then they say that inflammation is the cause of most diseases or all disease, right? I'm not a doctor, don't know that. So just earthing can help you, and earthing like helps with like blood viscosity, like the clumping of your red blood cells. So just something as little as stepping on the grass or the barefoot on the ground, dude, like can ground you. I don't know if like walking on cement has the same effects, or if that's like if that's blocking you from the earth, but I wouldn't think it's too much, right? I mean, it is the earth, man. It's not like some cement's gonna stop it. But I also wonder, like, does it matter what location you do it in? Like I said, I was driving home. I stopped at Zizix all the time. I used to stop there on the daily when I was driving from Vegas to Cali back and forth every day, just to like get like a woosah moment. But today I decided to go there and, you know, ground and just put my feet on that gravel. I mean, it's crazy. You know how I used to walk barefoot as a kid? You could walk over stuff and it didn't bother you. Like, as a grown up and, you know, wearing shoes and boots and all that, like, it kind of like, it's like, damn, my feet are sensitive to it. Like, it's like I can't walk on gravel. But I was standing there and instantly I felt a relief, man. And earlier today I was walking on the grass. Like before I started my day, I walked on the grass. My question is, like, they're doing these research, right? Does it matter what time of day? Is there a difference in standing in grass, standing in, you know, soil, whatever, straight dirt, gravel? Is there a difference? Is there a difference in the, you know, location? Like I know, like standing on the beach, like, see, when they say it helps, and this is a good thing for anybody, right? All right, let me go to the document. Hold on. Let me go to I was looking at an article before I started this, right? All right. So grounding, also called earthing, is a therapeutic technique that involves doing activities that ground or electrically reconnect you to earth. This practice relies on earthing science and grounding physics to explain how electrical charges from earth can have positive effects on the body, right? I was looking at that one, and let's go back. Yeah, I was watching 112. You know, whatever. That's a 112 acapella. Them boys can sing, dude. That's what I've been listening to a lot of, like, all right, I'm gonna say this before I start that. I've been listening, there's a certain era of music that I can listen to that makes me happy. This new stuff makes me kind of, I think it brings out the evil side of me, right? And I'm not knocking no new artists or new music. I'm just saying, like, if I listen to 80s, 90s, I'm good. And that's what I just been going back to, like, listening to stuff that makes me feel good. And I'm an R&B dude, so it's whatever. That's helping my mind stay right. But like this grounding look. And now that I think about this dude, I wish I had time. That's what I'm trying to afford my children. The time to think and grow slowly. You know what I mean? And they don't understand it. And I keep telling them, like, man, slow down. Just enjoy being where you at right now. All right, just slow down. Because you miss a lot. And me, the way I had to grow up and get it, you know what I mean? I had to get to the money, like, survive, like, you know what I mean? Just LA, growing up in LA, you ain't walking around slow just picking daisies. You know what I mean? You living for the moment, you gone. But man, like I told you, my situation has changed drastically over the last 6 months, man. And that's why I'm back out in Cali, like, all right, I got to get back to it. Boom, change things around. And it's slowly building. There's some things going on. It seems like the earthing, the grounding I started doing to clear whatever negative aspect is going on around me, it seems like something is trying to stop me. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that, but I'm dealing with something major, man. Like, and you talking about, I'm not like my only fault in life, and that's not a fault. I'm not gonna, like I told, listening to like the spiritual, the Kabbalion and all that stuff now. Look, I started with the Earl Nightingales, Jim Rohns, Les Browns, Dr. Ike, you know what I mean? Positive thinking. But when I started reading the Kabbalion, I started understanding, like, everything matters. Everything is, everything. I have to take everything in, except the good and the bad, right? They're all on the same plane, right? So now I don't really feel as bad, like, about liking women. And like, women, people just call it womanizer. You a woman? What is a womanizer? Somebody likes women? That's my only fault in this life. So, I mean, I've done some bad things, a couple little things that's not, too drastic, but everything matters, right? So I guess I can count those in as bad, whatever. But I don't think I deserve anything. I don't think I deserve to lose anything. I've never had the mentality of being better than, because I come from nothing, right? I don't deserve what's happening, right? But something's happening, and I don't know what it is, right? So back to the grounding and the earthing. I started doing this to cleanse my spirit of something. What I need help. You get what I'm saying? And you could tell people 100 times, 1,000 times, say something's going on, man. All right. The things that help me, look, I said. So my little go-to. Well, I can't tell you all of them, but the spiritual, like the self-help talk, like all that, Wallace Waddles, like listening to that stuff really helped me through. But look, this is what's going on. This is a symptom of what I'm dealing with right now. Other than the stress of dang, what's going on right now? Like, I'm going to get it, and it ain't. Dude, I don't think you understand. Somebody that makes a high income, when you make a high income and your money just goes in and out, it's crazy, man. Like, it's not supposed to be like that, but it is like that right now. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I know I'm gonna beat this. I'm going through something right now, right? So this is a symptom where I just knew I need to do something. Like, and I played this for my boys, right? I'm like, dog, this is what I'm dealing with right now. This is how I feel. This is exactly how I feel. I don't know if you've ever listened to a movie or watched a movie and felt it. Like, I know when I watched Shawshank Redemption, I was like, I feel that I am not gonna do anything to get myself in that position, because that movie was too much for me, man. Like, man, your freedom is everything. And that's what we take advantage of. We have so much freedom to do everything. We don't We, and I'm saying we, not y'all. I'm just putting us all in it, right? But right now, all right, The Silver Lining. That movie, I loved it. I loved the idea, the concept. You can choose, right? And I never paid attention to this guy's part in the movie. Well, I mean, I laughed at it because it was so funny. Because even when you watch it now, like right now, back then I used to watch it and roll. Like, that's something you have to rewind, right? But man, when I watched it recently, this is how you know it's deep. I watched it and I started bawling, like, not like boo-hoo, like, man, uncontrollable tears, man. Uncontrollable, like, because I feel that now. But look, peep this. All right, it's the part in the movie when Brad Cooper, that's his name, Bradley Cooper or Brad Cooper, when he goes to dinner and he's wearing the Eagles jersey, right? And I don't know if that's his friend. I guess it was his brother-in-law or friend. Well, anyway, I think it was his brother-in-law because he was married to the girl. But when that guy is describing, he was describing the market, and he was like, I don't know, sometimes the stress is up to him. Man, when he starts talking and he puts his hands up to his neck, and he was like, no, and Bradley Cooper was like, no, you don't have to look, you don't have to feel like that. Bro, that's how I felt. And like, as I'm thinking about it, talking about it, I'm starting to feel that. But at that point, and it's never been a quit. There's no quitting in me, dog. I don't believe in suicide. I don't believe in none of that. Nah. I'm dealing with what God gave me, the circumstance. That's it. There ain't no quitting me, dog. But I ain't never felt like quitting until I like start thinking like, not that movie part, but my mind at the end of my day. And I don't know if anybody's experienced that. At the end of my day, and I'm busy from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., right? Because I contract, I do different orders. Like, I just go to stores, whatever. Let me get the order. All right, I'm gone. And most of the time, you know, I start at 5 a.m. and I end at 7:30, 8 p.m., sometimes later. But you get what I'm saying? I'm busy all day. So when I'm stopping, when my last order's done and I start driving away from site, man, like the last month, it was getting like that, where I just felt like the pressure rising. And I'm like screaming out to people, dog, this is what I'm dealing with. And all anybody can say is it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody ever really gives a shit about what I go through. Excuse my language, the heart, man. I put in work for my kids, man. I put in work for my family. I've done a lot, man. I've done a lot. I don't ask for nothing, but I'm saying when I'm speaking, man, there's nothing worse than when, like, it made me think of that when Dave Chappelle said there's nothing more dismissive than calling somebody crazy. When somebody is reaching out to you, like, listen to them, like, really sit there, like, bro, I know nothing. I can tell people like I'm drowning right now. I'm saying that to people. I'm drowning. Something's going on. Nothing. Okay, wait for this. It's not a wait moment, dog. It's now. So, you know, like I do everything else in my life, I just get to it, right? So I'm telling you, like, I started grounding for mental, like, just like stability. Like, man, what am I dealing with right now? Like, get this off of me, whatever. And even if it don't work, you know what? If it don't work and I just lose it all, whatever, I lose it all. But all I know is that this standing on the ground, and if that could be solace to anybody, like, man, it's helping me, bro. Like, I usually sleep. I sleep pretty good. I'm like that. I always use that Al Bundy, like, Married with Children. That's my favorite show all the time. But when he used to put the blanket on Kelly's head and she just fall asleep, that's me, dog. Because once I stop my day, I'm going like a computer. Like, I'm going like a madman. I'm working, and I'm working with 3 phones. I got 3 cell phones, y'all. I got 3 cell phones. You know what I'm saying? People calling all day. I get no break from this contracting, right? Which is good. Monetarily, they're fine. But that's another thing too. If I'm getting all these calls and doing all these orders, where's the money going? I feel like I'm being paid and robbed. I don't even know what's that, but that's a different story, right? Different story. All right. But anyway, let's get back to the ground. Let's stick to the point. All right. I love vans. I'm a van man. Van man. But anyway, this grounding, dog. You look at these summary of what they did their studies. You know, like in psychology, or when you write your papers in college, you got to do a thesis and you got to do experiments. You got to look them up. And that's not saying this all works. Like, it's not verifying grounding, but there are some good findings in it, right? So look, from what they're saying, grounding appears to improve sleep, normalize the day-night cortisol rhythms, reduce pain, reduce stress, shift the autonomic nervous system from sympathetic towards parasympathetic activation, increase heart rate variability, speed wound healing, and reduce blood viscosity. Big words, big words. All right, basically, like your red blood cells, just like less clumping. Like they take blood tests before and they take blood tests after you ground, right? So all I'm saying is it's really helped with reducing my stress, right? It's taking that anxiety away, dog, because I felt like I was losing it, man. Felt like I'm losing it, dog. Like I ain't no weak man. I come from the east side of LA. I ain't gonna say Compton, we ride, Wilmington, whatever. I'm gonna say Anthony's Park. Like, I'm not from no weak area. I'm not no weak dude. I'm a little dude, so I have to be mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? When you small, you gotta be mentally tough. You know what I mean? Ain't no room for weakness, dude. You feel me? So everybody around me knows that. They know I'm not weak mentally. But I'm telling you, like I was dealing with something. So I'm telling you, like, just walking outside, go. It's like embarrassing. Like, I'm an LA dude. Like, I'm a LA nigga, man. I ain't no soft nigga. Like, I'm not. That's me. I'm not soft. And like, you do stuff like that. I'm pretty sure other people do. Like, oh, you do stuff like this, kind of embarrassing. Like, you don't want nobody see you walking around with your feet off or with your shoes off, with your shoes off. Like, it's kind of embarrassing, right? Just from an LA dude's perspective. That's how we are. Whatever. But like how I do it, I go. Like I said, I go places where a lot of people don't go. A lot of people don't go to baseball fields in the daytime. So I started off going to baseball fields out in Vegas, right? Then when I'm in Cali and mainly in Ontario, man, I just go, go to a park and stand in the grass. And I'm telling you right now, I think the stuff that I'm seeing be stressed. I don't think it's really just all me. Like, I'm really thinking that I'm seeing all this, the economic, like, oh man, it's taking a toll on me. Like, there's companies going out, the companies I work with going out of business. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, if you go to Ontario right now, anybody with sense, anybody goes down Milliken Avenue or Milliken, whatever, if it's Milliken Ave, I don't know. If you go down Milliken in Ontario near the 60 or, go down the 60, get off Milliken, go straight to the right, whatever. Go towards Ontario. Though a lot of those office buildings are empty. That's not good. That's not good. All right? Everything's not. It's a whole lot of bad stuff. Crypto crashing. These platforms, millions, hundreds of millions going into default. That's hundreds of millions from these regular people in the world. That's their money. That's not good. So that kind of stuff, like, damn, it starts building up. Like, that don't affect me, but it's like I'm a part of this world. I am one with God, and you know what I'm saying? God is in everybody, right? So it affects me. When other people are hurting, that affects me, dog. I'm not a selfish person. I don't know how to be. I don't know how to care about just the things in my life, just the things in my community. It ain't no us against them. It's us. You get what I'm saying? Even if we don't all think like it, we be at war, right? We all hurting each other right now. But it ain't no us, man. If you don't get that fucking van, that 40-mile-an-hour lane, buddy, it's just us, you know what I'm saying? There's people like the stuff that I'm gonna look for my paper. I have it somewhere. I keep everything email, right? I'm gonna look for my college thesis. You know, when I went to UC Riverside, dude, I had to write. Like I told you, I was a psychology, abnormal psych major, right? And something that just told me to add a minor, and I started minoring in anthropology. And I don't know how the study of civilizations, right? I started writing on the Weimar Republic, and you know, this when I started listening to Peter Schiff and all these guys, and back in 2008, I'm like, oh, okay. So that's where we going. The dollar ain't nothing, and that's why a lot of this stuff is happening, because the dollar, there's no real value with it. But you know, they keep propping it up. But I wrote on hyperinflation, and that's what we dealing with right now. That's what Sri Lanka is dealing with. You can't even get gas over there for a month, I guess. Venezuela, and you can learn from them. Like Venezuela's third world country, right? But they still surviving. There's a lot of death going on, right? I ain't talking about that. But they using like a barter system. And dog, we might have to go back to that. You feel me? I don't think we will. Just America is the hub. America is the International Space System. You get what I'm saying? A space station. America is so I don't think America as a whole will, but I think a lot of people will be donezo. There's so many things popping at the same time. All right, and I just been trying to prepare for this for the longest time. I ain't no prepper or nothing like that. I'm just like I already told y'all about that prepping. All right, there's gonna be some people that gonna have sense. They gonna like, hey, strength in numbers. So let's go take over, because ain't nobody trying to help us. We gotta go get some food. Your little 3 bullets and your 3 guns is not stopping. So you better start being community minded. And I don't want to be a part of no community that's ravaging and robbing people, nah. But helping. Let's pray to God that we don't go through a Great Depression. You know what I mean? Pray to whatever you believe in. I don't care. Every one of you gonna believe in something if we go through a depression. I'm telling you that. Like, work on your spirit, man. Work on your health, because it's gonna be needed. So that's why I'm not gonna get off point. I'm gonna stick on the grounding. But I was grounding on Zizix. I was just wondering, like, hey, let me stand here where it's not so much traffic. It hasn't been so much traffic going through. Let me see if this has a different effect. But like I'm saying, grounding for me is helped me. It helps me go to. I knock out like crazy. I don't know if it's the grass, but it knocks me out. Right? I go to sleep like a baby. Sleep good. And it's taking my stress away. So I don't know if anybody dealing with stress, the major stress reliever, just grounding, earthing, whatever you want to call it, just try it out, man. All right.